I was 16 years old at the time and I had recently got my first girlfriend who was 15 at the time. She was only 7 months younger than me, but anyway we both went to the same high school and we met in history class. We started talking and we got along very easy. We used to pass notes to one another in class before we started dating, and I was so happy to get my first girlfriend, because all my guy friends had girlfriends and I didn't want to be the loser of the group who didn't have a girlfriend, so when Maddie said yes to me it made my world shine. I was so fucking happy and felt cool because I had a girlfriend. We never had sex but we kissed, hugged and held hands. And I was okay with that. I treated her the best. I saved up money and bought her stuffed animals. I bought her ice cream. I took her out to the movies once. And I thought she loved me the way I loved her. But it turns out that she didn't and she cheated on me with a guy in his 20s. When I found out I was so hurt, I felt betrayed and felt worthless. How could she cheat on me? How could she betray me like this? And why would she want to have a guy in his 20s? I think he was 23 to be specific. Let me explain how this happened and how I found out in the first place. It all happened over a weekend. On Friday, before we went on spring break, I was texting her and asking if she was going to come over this weekend and watch movies with me. She took at least 3 hours to respond, and when she did it was, "No, I can't, I'm helping my mom with something." I was bumped out but didn't think much about it. Anyway, as the day went on, my friend Michael messaged me saying that he thinks Maddie was cheating on me. And since we lived in a small town, most people knew each other in the school. I asked him how. He said that Help's friend Joy told him that Maddie was always texting some guy named Christopher in class, and when Joy got Maddie's phone, the contact name Christopher had 3 black hearts next to. She doesn't even have hearts next to my name in contacts. So I was a bit scared and called Maddie to ask her what was going on. She told me that Joy was lying and she didn't know anybody named Christopher. And by the way, I tried calling her twice and had to text her asking her if she was cheating before she picked up the phone. I don't know who to believe, my friend's friend or my very own girlfriend. I was scared and worried that she might actually be cheating on me, but I, being a blue-pilled bitch boy, had faith in my girlfriend and did not believe it. Michael was mad at me for not believing Joy, but I could not. Maddie was my girlfriend and I believed that she loved me and would never do anything to hurt me. The next day, on Saturday, I got another text from Michael showing me a photo Joy had taken of Maddie's text messages, and indeed she did have a contact named Christopher with 3 black hearts. I texted Maddie again and said, "What the fuck is this?" She told me to stop messaging her and I was freaking her out. Like, what the fuck? I could not believe it. She was cheating on me and told me not to text her and that I was freaking her out. But trust me, it gets fucking worse. By the end of the day, Maddie messaged me and told me we needed to talk and she was going to come over. And she did. She came over and we went upstairs to my room and she told me everything. She told me she met Christopher online and him and her got along so well. He was so smart and charming, and that she couldn't help herself. I was almost in fucking tears hearing her talk about another guy as if he was God. And it was true that he was 23 years old, a whole 8 years older than her. But she still liked him. But anyway, she told me he had been abusive and controlling over her and actually been hitting her for a while now. And I asked her back a week or 2 ago. She had a bruise on her arm, and when I had asked her where she got it, she said she fell. I asked, was it from him? She said yes, it was. But me, being the beta blue pill bitch, I was more mad at the fact that he had hit her than the fact that she had been cheating on me. She cried and told me she was sorry and did not mean to hurt me and that she still loves me. But how could she love me and she is willing to cheat on me with this asshole older guy? I was the nice guy who gave her everything. I treated her well and she threw all that away for a older asshole with skull tattoos on his arm. Yeah, he did. Fucking 3 skull tattoos on his arm and a very clear word barbarian tattooed on his arm. I asked her if she had sex with him and she cried and nodded her head. She had sex with him but told me she wanted to wait till marriage. After that night, me and Maddie had not talked at all. We don't even wave or hug each other in school. I had heard of stories about guys being cheated on online, but I didn't think that it would happen to me, that it could happen at my age. At her age. I was so broken and hurt and did not even want to go back to school and see her. I promised not to tell anyone at school because she said that she did not want to get him in trouble, and I of course didn't tell no one. But I told her she needed to stop talking to him, which I'm sure she never fucking did. Since then she has tried to get back together with me and told me she and him stopped talking, but I can't fucking believe her. She lied about it to my face for weeks. Was she already fucking this guy when she said yes to me? Did she only tell me she wanted to wait till marriage so she could save herself for this Christopher asshole? The older guy who beat her and abused her. What is wrong with girls? All my life I have thought that girls were perfect and the sweet and nice gender, but as I am growing up I have found out that women are not nice and sweet. That they're liars and only want the biggest assholes to hurt them, and they throw away nice men who are good men. Women are horrible and I don't want to get into another relationship. I'm honestly scared of being hurt. I have found this thing called MGTOW on YouTube and I have been learning more and more about it. Thank you for listening to my story from a cheated on 16-year-old MGTOW. Something I want to add to this story is that it does not matter how old a female is, she is always out to monkey breach to the next best thing. No matter her age. But thank you for watching this video.